In this video, you'll see an evil Tinder dates murder, all caught on camera.
So I was talking to Grace on Tinder. We'd matched on Friday.
Thanks, nice meeting you. And then I said, let me know about tomorrow.
These are moments when killers were caught discarding the body on camera. Like when this killer realizes his entire murder was caught on CCTV. But first, we'll start with the shocking case of Gemma Mitchell. On June 27, 2021, authorities received this 911 call from a distressed woman who had just made a horrifying discovery.
Oh, go ahead, caller. What's your emergency? I just found a body. Right, okay. A body, is it? Are they breathing? No, they're dead. They look like they've possibly been there like a few days or something. It's the right stuff. Right, okay. Bear me a second. Let's put this on.
When investigators arrived at the scene, they discovered a body with a head removed in the seaside town of Salcombe, England. The autopsy would later confirm that the victim suffered from a skull fracture and injuries that were consistent with assault. And after further investigation, they'd learned that the remains belonged to Mi Kun Chong, also known as Deborah Chong, who had last been seen alive on June 10th. But days after the body was discovered, a woman named Gemma Mitchell made a report to the missing persons charity telling them that Deborah was staying with family by the sea. Now Gemma and Deborah were close to each other, often spending time in Deborah's garden holding spiritual sessions. But there was something about Gemma's story that wasn't adding up for officers, as there was no evidence to suggest that Deborah had recently left her house. Additionally, surveillance footage around Deborah's home would make Gemma look even more suspicious. At 6:15 a.m. on June 11, 2021, Gemma can be seen exiting her property with a suitcase. And at 12:59 p.m., Gemma is captured carrying two suitcases behind her that look to be heavy, before finally making it home at 4:16 p.m. Then, on June 26, 2021, surveillance footage captured Gemma putting a suitcase in her rental car, then traveling towards Salcombe, where she dumped Deborah's body. On the way back, Gemma blew a tire and was forced to get it fixed. There, a repairman encountered Gemma and later recounted a weird smell coming from the car. When Gemma got back home, she returned the rental vehicle and stashed the suitcase on the roof of a neighbor's shed. So it didn't take long for Gemma to emerge as law enforcement's prime suspect, and before she knew it, police were at her door to arrest her.
Police! Hello there. Yeah, good. There's no answer. Sorry, what's your name?
Sorry, I'm asleep.
You Gemma? Okay, Gemma, just put your arm a second.
Sure.
Come on a second.
Sorry, can I
Gemma, do you want to come out?
Yeah, sure.
Guys, just want to see them.
Hand, just so I see your hands. Alright, Gemma, at this moment, I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder. Okay, you don't have to say anything, but you may have a defence if you want to mention one question, something which you later rely in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence, okay? Once you're in the cuffs,
My license.
I'll go explain everything to you. Okay?
Should I get some
Yeah,
shoes?
sorry. What?
If you want to one sec.
Inside.
Who's inside at the moment?
Mother.
Your mother? Okay.
Is it?
If you want to... Oh, can someone lift that up?
Yeah. Let's step back inside.
Is anyone else inside? Just your mum?
Yeah.
There is someone else inside,
No,
or just your
that's
mum?
just my mum, yeah.
Alright, do you want to... Should I bring her out, or...
Bring her in.
Bring her
for a minute.
Right,
yeah.
we're just going to come in for a sec, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Police brought Gemma into custody to begin their investigation. But in the meantime, searched her house for any evidence. Inside, they found a fake will made in Deborah's name with Gemma and her mother as beneficiaries, which had a value of $800,000. With the evidence in mind, officers finally sit down with Gemma to try to get answers. But they'll soon find out that getting to the truth is going to be much harder than expected.
And they've said that the person driving the Volvo waited in the car all that time with the windows down and the front door open, the passenger door open, when it was literally chucking it down with rain and it was windy. Why is that, Gemma? The car stank, didn't it, Gemma? Stunk of a dead person. Stunk of Deborah's decomposing body. Is that right, Gemma?
Gemma continued to use the phrase, "no comment," and refused to give her side of the story, but was arrested shortly after. Gemma Mitchell was found guilty of murder and sentenced to 34 years in prison. This suspect nearly got away if not for a few mistakes, but in this next case, you will see one of the most documented murders ever caught on camera.
So I was talking to Grace on Tinder.
On November 20, 2018, British backpacker, 21-year-old Grace Mullane arrived in New Zealand after traveling through South America. She had previously visited Chile and Peru before going to Cape Reinga, all while keeping her family up to date on her whereabouts. On November 30, 2018, 2 days before her 22nd birthday, Grace returned to Auckland and checked into a backpacker's hostel. It was there that she matched with a few people on Tinder and set up a few dates, including Jesse Kempson. And at 5:37 p.m., Grace left the hostel to meet with her date. On the way, stopping by a Sky City complex to take a picture of a Christmas tree to send to her family. Tragically, this will be the last time she would contact them because hours later, she'd be killed by her date, Jesse Kempson. Only he wouldn't get away so easily as CCTV footage captures his every move, incriminating his every step, dooming him to pay for his crime. The next day, Grace began receiving messages from family and friends wishing her a happy birthday. But after leaving her messages and voicemails for several days with no response, Grace's family began to worry. And on December 5, 2018, a missing persons report was filed. And soon enough, Grace's own father was speaking to the press, pleading for any information about Grace's whereabouts. The Auckland Police Department continued their investigation and looked deeply into Grace's last known locations. And while tracking her movements, police would discover mounds of shocking CCTV footage that show a murderer's actions step by step. At 5:45 p.m. on December 1st, CCTV captures Grace meeting up with Jesse at Sky City and walking away with him. At 9:40 p.m., Grace and Jesse leave the bar and walk across the street together while holding hands and hugging. They walk towards City Life where Jesse was renting an apartment and into the building. They then ride the elevator up to Jesse's apartment. This is the last time Grace was seen alive. And the following is the play-by-play footage of a killer trying to hide his crime. On December 2nd, 2018, between 1:29 a.m. and 6 a.m., Jesse's phone records showed that he watched pornography as well as searched extra-large bags, rigor mortis, hot as fire, carpet cleaner, and Waitakere ranges. Just so happened to be Grace's grave site. At around 10:33 a.m., Jesse takes a taxi to Apex Car Rental to rent a car before going out on another Tinder date. Jesse then discarded a few more items before taking some clothes to the dry cleaners and the rental car to the car wash. Days later, at Albert Park, Jesse is caught again discarding items into a random trash can. But despite his best efforts, law enforcement is hot on his tail and in just a few hours would bring him in for questioning. Inside the building. But little do they know, Jesse is right outside, and as he walks by, he notices them and tries to make an escape. But he isn't going anywhere as the officers are able to quickly catch up to him and cart him off to the interrogation room.
Tell us about Grace.
So I was talking to Grace on Tinder. We'd matched on the Friday. I saw that we'd matched the next day on the Saturday.
How did the evening pan out?
Yeah, pretty good. I didn't initially know that she was real.
What do you mean?
Well, there's a lot of... So have you heard of catfish?
No.
So catfishing is where someone uses your profile or uses your photos and pretends to be you and then meets and you're a completely different person.
Right.
And it's happened to a few people I know in Australia, and it's all over the TV. So I thought, you know what, if I meet at Sky City, at least I know that there's lots of people around, so if it is someone that it's not, then I can just walk away.
How did the evening sort of come to an end?
There was a hug and a kiss on the cheek, and a thanks, nice meeting you. And then I said, let me know about tomorrow. And she said, okay. And then she kept walking.
We actually don't know if she's been murdered or not yet. She may be alive and well.
Okay.
But she might also be dead.
Okay.
Okay? And it could be that you've done it.
Hey, I just want to ask a question. Have I been arrested for something I didn't do?
You haven't been arrested, mate.
Oh.
No.
Oh. Holy.
Despite Jess's attempts to appear innocent to the investigators, they'd soon find more evidence that would incriminate him. After searching his apartment, they discover the presence of blood even though Jesse attempted to clean it. So investigators bring Jesse into the interrogation room again, this time with the intent to get the truth laid out for them.
Started talking to me about 50 Shades of Grey, which is a sex fantasy movie that's out. We started having sex. At first it was just normal. It was very placid, and then she asked me if we could get into bondage, and then all I remember is falling asleep in the shower. I need to stop. I need to go.
Would you like some fresh air?
Yeah, please. I was in shock, and I didn't know what to do. I went downstairs, and I was just, I don't know, I was all over the place. I didn't believe what had happened. I was just terrified and scared. I thought that she had gone. I thought she had left.
Pathologist, specialist doctor will perform a post-mortem.
Yeah.
They're very skilled at establishing people's causes of death. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Did you kill Grace Mullane? You're under arrest for the murder of Grace Mullane on or about the 2nd of December. You understand?
Jesse was charged and arrested. Using the Google searches from Jess's phone and cell phone GPS, investigators were able to find Grace's deceased body buried in a suitcase. Jesse was found guilty of murder and sentenced to life in prison with a minimum non-parole period of 17 years. However, this was not the first time a suspect has been caught discarding a body on camera, like seen in our next case when a killer mother realizes her murder was caught entirely on camera. On January 7, 2022, law enforcement received a 911 call from 3 individuals reporting that they were dumpster diving when they made a truly gruesome discovery. Once on the scene, police spoke with the individuals who told them that while searching through the dumpster, they found a newborn baby with its umbilical cord still attached. What's more shocking is that police would soon discover incriminating footage that would give them a play-by-play of the senseless crime. But first, officers arrive on the scene to speak to the Good Samaritans who saved the young boy's life.
Keep him warm. Keep him covered up. Keep him warm.
Do you know whose baby it is? Is it your baby? No. April, is it your baby?
No, it's nothing. It's nothing.
We were dumpster diving. Okay. Oh my God.
So who found him? Where?
Me and him.
They heard him.
He heard it first, and I
opened the bag, and I
I said.
When we stumbled into the boxes, we heard that.
What'd you hear?
They left out. I thought it was like a little kitten.
And they said they kept hearing a whimpering noise. And then I said, let me see.
When police arrived, paramedics took the baby to the hospital and the witnesses were pulled aside to be spoken to by investigators. And according to them, they were digging through the trash when they heard a sound. Initially, they thought it was the sound of an animal, but when they took a closer look, they discovered something much scarier. A young baby boy who had been completely abandoned. So they quickly called the police.
Hello, 911?
Yes, we just found a baby in the trash behind what is it? Damn, I can't think straight. The hogs. Hey, Clifford, where are we at? The mall. Hogs, Broadway. We're behind Hogs Mall.
Okay, I'm showing you 1218 North
Okay, and we have just found an infant child.
Is it breathing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
The middle of the mall, behind the mall, the hogs look great.
Okay. Is it clothes?
Doors in you. Does
the baby have any clothes on?
Yes, it is making noise.
Okay, do you have a blanket?
It is a boy. And he is still alive, I believe. He looks pretty good.
Okay, do you have a blanket or something you can wrap him in? Do you have a blanket or something you can wrap him in?
Yes, ma'am, he was in a blanket. He still got his umbilical cord, she said.
Have you covered him in a blanket?
He is in a blanket, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is he crying?
He's whimpering. He was not crying, actually.
Okay.
As investigators gather more evidence, they come across security footage that would give clarity to an already horrifying case, and information about a neglectful mother who was willing to leave their son behind like trash. In their footage, 3 individuals can be seen getting what looks like a black trash bag from the dumpster and investigating it. And upon further inspection, see the shocking cargo in the bag. Luckily, the dumpster divers leap into action and save the child's life, even pulling the baby out of the bag and cradling it before calling 911. But that wasn't the only thing captured on security cameras. See, just hours earlier, footage showed a white car pulling up to the dumpster and putting a suspicious black trash bag inside. The driver was 18-year-old Alexis Avila, and she was about to wrap her newborn baby up into a towel, put them into a trash bag, and lay them in the dumpster. What's more sickening is the fact that the security cameras caught Alexis callously driving away, leaving her baby to sit in the cold and dark night for 6 straight hours. So after accessing the security footage, the officer's next move is to track down Alexis to bring her in for questioning.
I don't know what you're going through, if you're going through anything, we're all humans. Before me being a detective, I'm a father, son, and stuff like that. We're all human. It doesn't matter what rank we have or how old we are. All right, and that's why, I asked you to come out here and give me your side of the story. Okay, I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to question you. I'm not here to accuse you. I'm not here to, belittle you. That's not what I do. That's not my job. So my job is to investigate, and that's exactly what I'm doing. All right, so if you can, I would kindly ask you just to tell me the truth, and we'll go from there, okay? So you want to tell me what's going on or what happened today or what led to this?
I mean, I can tell you, but I need you to ask because then I can't tell you because I don't.
Right. Okay. So, obviously I got confirmation that you were pregnant, okay? Right.
I found that out yesterday.
You found that out yesterday?
Yesterday.
Okay. Obviously, okay. I spoke to some people, and I know that back in March, is when you spoke to some people and you told them that you were pregnant. So you had prior knowledge. right? So I'm not gonna.
Back in March.
Right, you know.
Alexis told police that she didn't know that she was pregnant and that she thought it was back pain from an accident, but the police quickly catch her in the lie. Only that wouldn't be the only lie she'd tell. As police continued to interrogate her about what led up to the events in question, she continued to try to weave her story and bend the truth.
So obviously you gave birth to a child.
Right.
I'm trying to find out where it happened, how it happened, or what led to that and stuff like that.
I went to sleep and then I woke up and I went to the restroom and I was just trying, and then it came out and I thought it was poop, and then it.
Okay. So you were where? At your house?
Yeah, I was by myself.
You were by yourself?
Yes.
Okay. I mean that's not normal, right?
Right.
Okay, what happened after that?
I was in a panic. I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
I was scared.
Okay. What'd you do after?
I cleaned myself and I just left it where it was, and I was scared and I was trying to call my mom, but I couldn't because I was so scared. I think she was gonna hate me.
Okay. What made you think that?
Just because I just turned 18. I haven't been 18 for a month. And I'm the baby.
Right.
I just left and I drove around and I just put it to where I put it.
Okay. Where are we talking about? Put it where? I mean, obviously I know where you went and you didn't put...
Right, like, I had the trash bag in the car.
Okay.
If you couldn't tell, the car is messy.
Mm-hmm.
But I put it,
So...
And then I put it in the bag. I took it to the car. When I was in the car, I had 2 trash bags. I took one with me, which is the one that I had, and then I put it again, and then I drove around and I didn't know what to do, and I just put it in there.
So, obviously, you're 18 years of age, you know right from wrong, right?
Right.
Okay, so you wrap around a newborn inside a trash
In a
bag.
panic. I just turned 18.
Right,
It's
right.
not like I've been...
But you know, I mean, if somebody were to wrap you inside a trash can and put a tie on it, and you're not able to move...
Well, the tie was broke. Like,
Right.
I would be able to stick my hand in there.
What do you think would have happened?
What do you mean?
So what do you think would have happened? You never notified law enforcement, you never called for EMS, you
I
never...
didn't, and by just, I'm still in...
What exactly, what do you think was going to happen?
I don't know.
You don't know what would have happened.
Well, I mean, obviously I know, but...
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in a panic. There's a baby in front of me.
Okay. You never notified your mom?
Never.
No, you never notified anybody?
Nobody.
Okay, so it's not normal behavior from any reasonable person to do what you did. What
do you mean?
It's not.
In a panic when I just turned 18?
Right. It still isn't, though. We're talking about a baby.
Well, I know what you mean, but like... I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Alexis claimed that after giving birth, she didn't know what to do and continuously brought up her age, claiming that she was in a panic. But Alexis continues to spin her story. So when the detective asks her about what happened after she left her baby behind, he puts on the pressure.
What did you do after the fact?
I drove around, continued to drive around.
Continue to drive around? To do what?
I don't know, just to to figure out what to do.
Okay. What else? I mean, where'd you go? Where'd you end up going? Where did you
I ended up going to my house.
You ended up going to your house. What did you do after?
Dude, when I went to my house, I just sat on my bed and I was trying to figure out what I was supposed to do, what to do.
At any point, did you make anybody aware of it?
No, I was still in shock.
Okay. Nobody found out. Nobody knew about it. Okay. Were your parents back home at the time? You were home alone? Okay. Did you seek any medical attention or no? Did you think about, what could have happened or what, could end up happening to the baby?
Yeah.
Okay.
My mom said it was in love, but is it okay?
Okay. They'll be briefing me here as we go, so last I heard the baby's okay. Okay. So, did it ever cross your mind to let anybody know, contact law enforcement, go back?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm still in shock the whole time. When my parents got home, they just didn't tell them I was still in shock. I was just in my room.
You're in your room? Okay. Did you ever leave the home afterwards? Did you go anywhere? Did you talk to your parents when they got home?
Yeah, eventually, but I didn't say anything.
Mm-hmm. So your parents had no knowledge?
No knowledge, absolutely not.
And what if I were to tell you that they did have knowledge?
What do you mean?
They told me they did know about it. What would you say then?
How? Because I didn't even know.
Okay. You didn't know, but yesterday you found out?
I mean, what do you mean? Because I feel like we're talking about two different things, and it's not going well.
We're talking about a baby that was thrown in the trash like garbage, right? And it's a human being. That's what we're talking about.
My knowledge is when they found out was when the officer showed up at my house.
Okay, so I'm talking about the knowledge of you being pregnant, obviously.
Oh.
Because I know that you knew back when you found out you were pregnant, and it wasn't yesterday. That's what I know.
To God,
okay, I don't, like I said, I don't go that route, but I know. And I do my investigation prior to even talking to you and, you know, coming out here and interviewing you. Okay, as I told you, I'm not here to judge you. There's two sides to the story, but if you're going to come and tell me that you found out you were pregnant yesterday, and I know that's a lie.
Why? Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Then it changes things because I don't appreciate that.
Right. I found out I was pregnant yesterday.
Okay.
Because I heard it. The doctor showed me. I knew back in whenever, but I didn't know. Does that make sense? Like I was like, oh, it's whatever.
After lying to the detective about her knowledge of her pregnancy, Alexis changes her story by claiming that she sort of knew but didn't know for sure until the doctor confirmed it. But after discussing the father of the baby, the investigator questioned Alexis's mindset during the crime to try to make sense.
Did you just think you would be better off without a child because you're too young?
No, wait. Sorry, go backtrack. What do you mean?
I'm trying to reason as far as
what is in my head? Or like what?
I'm trying to reason your actions. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Oh.
Yeah, a reason behind your actions.
I knew I was too young, but I knew I would be able to do, like I'm about to graduate school. School's not my worry. I have a stable job. Money's not a worry for me.
Okay.
So I would be able to, if the baby's okay, I want it.
Alexis makes her actions even more of a mystery when she claims that she wants the baby if it's okay. If she was a loving mother and concerned for its well-being, she wouldn't have put it in this situation. Also, she tells investigators that she has a stable job and is about to graduate. That money isn't a worry for her, which would further make her actions look deliberate and not out of a state of panic. Alexis was arrested and found guilty of attempted first-degree murder and child abuse and was sentenced to 16 years in prison and 2 years of parole. However, she has been released from custody as she awaits to appeal her conviction. This suspect threw her victim away like garbage. But in this next story, security footage captures a woman being stalked outside of a storage unit.
Kathleen? Katie? That's the same name, right?
Another study.
Yeah.
We watched video.
Yeah. Yo, you watched the video.
It was the summer of 2019 in West Akron, Ohio, when Mary Kay Katie Wolfarth's friends and family would stop hearing from her. No calls, no texts, radio silence. And after 2 whole days of this, her worried friends decided to take the step nobody wants to have to make, filing a missing persons report and calling the cops.
Hi, what's going on?
And her sister has been missing for just about 48 hours. She didn't feed her cats. Her cats are everything in the whole wide world.
Yep.
Can't find her. I mean, we've checked the house, we've checked everything.
Yeah, she's not at any local hospitals because we were called out
Yeah, I
yesterday.
did that this morning. We checked the jails.
Okay.
She's not there.
Any idea where she'd go?
Here's the only thing we can piece together. She had called her sister and left a message that she had a handyman that could look for her and he could come to Pennsylvania and look for her and stay in her house. That's the last message, last anybody heard.
Katie's friends told police that she wouldn't just leave without saying anything and try their best to give the police any potential leads. And with the information given, police are able to track down Katie's antique store and storage unit. And after Katie was reported missing, the manager of the self-storage facility that Katie used made a call to police to tell them he'd seen something on the CCTV that was suspicious, which gives the officers their biggest clue yet.
Police Fire Stephen. Good morning. My name is Craig. I work at Leslie Fort Sandy. We have rental units behind our building, and there is a lady that has been missing. I don't know if a report has been filed.
Okay.
Her name is Katie Wolford. My reason for calling is that her rental unit has been entered by another individual. We have it on surveillance tape.
Okay.
And to my knowledge, that individual has no permission, reason, authority to go in there.
Okay. So Katie Wolf, how do you know she's missing?
Well, her partner, a man by the name of Dave, they both rent units from us. And he came in Monday evening, asked Richard, the other fellow that's here, if he had seen Katie Wolford. And Richard said no. And Dave came in again this morning, and I started looking for the security tapes that we've got, and I found this individual going into her unit.
The manager at the self-storage facility told police that Katie's storage unit was entered by a suspicious person without permission. And when police arrived at the self-storage facility, they were shown this footage, which showed a play-by-play of what happened to Katie. The footage showed Katie taking items out of her silver Kia Sedona and putting them into her storage unit. This is the last known footage of Katie alive. The suspect is then seen leaving Katie's storage unit with a white blanket hanging over him to likely hide his identity. Unfortunately for him, CCTV has caught his crime and his every move. Next, the suspect can be seen trying to cover up his tracks by packing up Katie's things. Next day, security footage captured the suspect pulling a large object from Katie's storage unit and into his own. It was later revealed that the suspect was pulling an object that housed Katie's deceased body. After further investigation, law enforcement found that the unit was rented out by a man named James Olson, and that his son, Michael J. Olson, was the man in the security footage. And when searching the storage unit, police found a deceased Katie and evidence of blood, so the search was on for Michael. Luckily, he was arrested for breaking into a nearby restaurant, which gave detectives the opportunity to ask Michael questions about Katie without him knowing that they suspected he was involved.
So your storage unit up there on North Hill.
Yeah. Well, it's not your dad. It's my dad's. Yeah, it ain't mine.
Who has access to it?
Me and my dad.
When was the last time you were there?
I was up there either this morning or yesterday morning. I can't remember what day it was.
Now, are you aware that that storage area, they've got all kinds of cameras?
Oh, yeah, because of the theft. Yeah.
Were you out there Monday?
What's today?
Today's Wednesday.
Monday.
2 days ago.
I've been up there sporadically throughout the last week. I don't know exactly which day, but Wednesday. think I was up there Monday. Yeah.
At first, Michael tells police that he wasn't at the storage unit on Monday, a detail that police know is a lie. Additionally, when shown a photo of Katie, he acts like he doesn't know her name and tells them the last time he saw her was on Saturday or Sunday, another lie. But investigators remind Michael that there's security cameras at the storage unit, hoping that if he's faced with that reality, his lies will stop. But they don't.
Monday.
I think he was up there. I really don't. I think I was up there Monday. I think it was. I know I was there over the weekend.
Well, like I told you, there's another video.
Yeah.
So we watched video.
Yeah. Yo, you watched the video.
Did you talk to her at all?
No. Yeah, well, she actually tried to knock on my door one night. She said I was sleeping up there. I fell asleep or something. She gave me a fan if I was hot or something. So I had talked to her before, yeah.
So, would her DNA be in your storage?
No, not at all. No. Why would her DNA?
Well, the reason I think we're asking about her is because the family made a report that
What?
so we're trying to find her.
DNA? Why? No, she was. If anything, she stepped right inside my unit and gave me and she blew off the filter for my shop vac that I was using. This is ridiculous.
Okay. So, on Monday, her sister got a phone call, or actually a message left on her machine, saying Katie was telling her she has this handyman named James.
Oh yeah, her sister in Pennsylvania. Yeah, I was gonna do a little road trip work trip for her, but yeah.
We're having that conversation.
Yeah.
So you saw her Monday, or sometime in the last couple of days.
Yeah, last couple of days. Yeah.
Because she's been missing for a couple of days, so we've been trying to find her. Do you have any idea where she might be? Did she talk about where she was going?
No idea. She did not say where she was going.
No.
Yeah, there's video, and this was Monday. It shows you moving her van.
No.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Video doesn't lie. Explain that.
No, I can't. What?
Who else was driving your truck?
Driving the truck? Nobody.
You know why we found any blood in her?
Pardon me?
Well, we found blood in her.
You found blood in her unit?
Yeah, that's from when you were...
I've got cuts all the time from working construction, man. All the time.
Again, the blood that we found in her unit.
Oh, is it my blood? No, how would that be my blood? I didn't cut myself over there, so no.
Despite everything the cops provide to Michael, he keeps lying, which forces officers to take things up a notch, and the pressure leads to a confession.
So like Sergeant Marquette has given you the opportunity to give us your narrative.
Yeah. So stupid.
What happened?
Tell us what happened, Michael. I mean, it's probably going to help you. I mean, you can't feel good holding this in.
No, I'm not. I just...
Tell us what happened.
I snapped, man. I snapped. Something came over me. My ex-girlfriend, too, she was a downfall. It's not she doesn't want to hold a gun to me, my ex-girlfriend, but she made me a different person because of her toxic, narcissistic ways. I was mentally, verbally, emotionally abused. I don't know, just snapped. Katie said something about my ex-girlfriend. You know what?
Well,
yeah. I snapped.
Tell us what happened.
I mean, I think you know it. I think you're just getting me wanting to say it.
That's why I told you, this is your narrative. This is your chance to say for your story.
And you guys snapped.
So take us through it, man.
I was just went over there, hit her on the head. That was it.
What'd you hit her on the head?
Yes.
I
don't know. I just saw her, grabbed it, and I just snapped it.
Did you do it in her unit, or?
And then I just tried to get rid of the evidence, but it was a stupid idea to do. It's like, you motherfucker. Yeah, it was dumb. I shouldn't have never done it. Obviously, I'm going to jail for the rest of my life, but I snapped, man. I've been so emotionally and verbally abused. I have no idea. I got a mother that staying with from 35 years old. So there's my narrative in a little bit.
Olson was charged with aggravated murder, rape, grand theft of a motor vehicle, gross abuse of a corpse, and trespassing in a habitation. He pleaded guilty to the crime and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.